like smoking and minding my business. All in her mouth, yeah, I feel like a dentist. Putting that word like a nigga do fitness. Can't see a nigga, don't call me no witness. Gotta keep.
Count Christian.
See Young.
And we back again for another episode of Two of Twos. And we got a lot of changes going on to this podcast. We'll talk about that throughout the show. But how are you doing, my boy?
Man, I'm doing great. Tired of the bitch, though.
What's new in life?
Well, the last couple weeks, I've been sick.
Yeah.
Asthma.
Yeah.
All type of shit. So now, as of this week, I'm finally getting to that point where I'm feeling back to normal. So it's good. Like, I'm good.
That's great.
But, man, the last couple weeks.
How bad was it?
It wasn't as bad. I got like more.
Can you
sick.
explain how that feels? I've never had asthma, but I've been tired as fuck. But I ain't never had asthma.
So like initially, what started off was like I was having like COVID symptoms. Like, so I was at work, like I could not even work. Like I was like body ache and all type of shit. So I went home early that day and I went to go take a COVID test, a flu and COVID test. Both was negative. So I'm like. Cause it's the same symptoms when I actually did have COVID like a couple years ago. So I thought I had COVID. So then I didn't. So then over the courses of days, it was just it wasn't any asthma symptoms yet. It was just like, cold symptoms like nose running, shit like that. Body ache, shit like that. Then after I got over that shit, it took me like 5 days of taking like fucking Claritin and all that shit. After I got over that shit. The shit was clearing out and it got into my, I don't know exactly how the asthma shit works. I guess it's your lungs or chest or whatever. And then that was like a whole 2 weeks of
that sounds painful.
Wheezing. And then, me, I like to blow that shit. So that did not help at all. I feel like maybe if I would have chilled out on that shit, I probably would have recovered quicker. But yeah, it's just really just a lot of wheezing, having to take a lot of cough drops, taking breathing treatments, using my inhalers and shit, but I'm back to close to 100%.
You told me you ain't had these problems in a while, right?
Yeah, so it happens like when I was younger. So like in my family, asthma like runs in my family. So
that's something that's inheritable. Like if you have kids, they might have it too.
I don't really know if it's inheritable. I don't really know what's the causes of it, cause like my dad, he doesn't have nothing with asthma, but like my mom, she's got asthma. My aunt's got asthma. My uncle's got asthma. But my grandparents don't. So, I don't know. But, like, me and my brother, we have asthma. I think my cousins, my aunt's kids, I think a couple of them, if not all of them, may have asthma. So, I don't really know what the root of it is. But everybody in my family that has it, they all have, like, a different kind of level. Like, some of them, like, my uncle, he has it the worst. He always, he's in the hospital and stuff. My aunt, she has it pretty bad, too. But, like, me, my shit's not really as bad. Like, when I was little, it was. But, like, after I was little, it didn't really mess up until, like, I got in college. And then I had like one little scare while in college where it was really bad. Then I got over that shit, and then a couple years went by, and here we are now. By the way,
hold on, I didn't mean to cut you off, but you might be a little dark with the hat on. If you want to move it to the side or something,
yeah, for sure.
Might just be a little dark on your face,
but yeah, it's just always been kind of an unexpected thing with me. As it's not always an issue, but it's when it is, it's horrible. It's like you can't breathe, like going around. Or even you can breathe, but it's like hard to breathe. Yeah. And then like you take an inhaler and shit.
That sounds horrible because when I have like one stuffed nose, that shit is terrible. So I couldn't imagine what you talking about.
Yeah, that shit is trash too. That's what I had in the beginning. The beginning of this little 3-week shit, that was what it was at first. Couldn't breathe out my nose. So.
That shit sucks.
I'm just glad it's all over. How about yourself though?
I'm doing good actually. I'm doing well. Like probably the best I've ever been in a long, long time.
That's good.
I found myself getting a little depressed at the end of the year last year.
Right.
And so everybody knows I turned 25, for sure, last month. And so I remember all of you guys talking about how turning 25 made like a change in the way you guys thought or whatever. I haven't really got there, but I am making better decisions in life. I've quit smoking. And I don't want to say quit because when you say you quit doing something, that makes it seem like you're never going to do it again. Right. I don't plan on never doing it again. I'm not CM Punk. I'm not straight edge or nothing. Honestly, I think that straight edge lifestyle is some lame ass shit. Personally, like you're a dweeb. You don't want to have fun if you can't have a drink or have a weed smoke or whatever. I think that's lame as fuck. But I've slowed down on it. I found myself I was smoking every day. Sometimes 4 times a day. And I found that shit was taking up too much of my time and I wasn't accomplishing the goals that I wanted. right now, in terms of goals, I'm like 3 years behind on my goals.
Do you feel like since you've stopped, have you noticed like any changes at all? Like
And that's
any changes?
And that's why I say I'm actually doing better than ever. I feel like I'm not as sad or irritable. I have more time in my day to do things that I like to do, whether that's work out. I work out 2 times a day now, or whether that's record a video. I just dropped a video today, as you've seen.
Right. So more productive, you know.
Yeah, I'm more productive now. Getting things done. I feel like just my outlook on things, my mindset on things is a little bit better. I don't know. Maybe it was. I really just think the weed was depressing me. I don't know if it was the weed. I don't know what it was in general. I was eating a lot at the time too. So from the start of 2023 to the end of 2023, I think I gained like 30 pounds. That was ridiculous. I'm pretty sure everybody could see it in my fucking face on this show. So since I've stopped smoking and since I've, reduced the amount of food that I'm eating, I've lost 8 pounds so far.
Okay.
So yeah, sure. I'm doing pretty good. Last week I was 180. Today I'm 172. So about 8 pounds. My goal is to get to 160. But yeah, I just feel great, bro.
Just to piggyback on that, like with the, how you think it may be like a cause of depression. I don't know if it would be like a cause. I don't really know. I kind of feel like it does do something to our minds. Like me personally, I feel like whenever I'm like on some sober type of timing, like I'm in a better mood.
Yeah.
I'm
so that's why
more talkative.
That's why I told you that when we walked in today.
Yeah,
into the studio. I'm like, I'm doing better than I've ever done. Like
I tend to when I'm blowing that shit, I tend to like overthink sometimes. Like I'll be on Twitter at work all day. I'll be on Twitter at work all day just speaking my mind, just like the old days. Then it's like when I go home and I'm, what I'm saying, I'm going on my page like, oh, why did I say that? Delete.
Yeah.
Oh, why did I post that on Instagram? Delete. Like, it just makes me kind of like second guess myself and overthink a lot of things like very drastically. So that's why I asked, like, have you seen any changes? Because that's been something that I've been kind of, debating. And I mean, I try to do it less and less, but I've been trying to debate on like, man, like what is this shit really doing for me? Because it's like, shit, I could be saving money, saving time.
Yep.
Being in a better mood.
All that.
So I just wanted to know,
All that is what's happening for me right now.
Yeah.
And like I said, I'm not against smoking weed. I mean, I want to smoke in my goal is to make it till June, and then I'll smoke a blunt.
Right.
But
that's a long ass time.
That is a long ass time.
Just knowing you.
that is a long ass time. But when I do smoke, if I do get on a frequent path, I want to just do it every weekend. So if I'm going to smoke, I'll do it on like a Friday and a Saturday, and then that's it. Because, I work on Sundays, so I'll do it on a Friday, Saturday, because Friday, Saturday are my weekends, and then that would be it whenever I do start again. But my highs, I just wasn't really getting that high anymore.
It'd be like that.
Like, I remember how high I got when I was in high school, when I first started. I remember. It wasn't that. So it's kind of like I'm wasting my money. Yeah, all that. Alcohol as well. I haven't had a sip of alcohol in a while. I quit both at the same time.
Okay.
Again, I'm not keen on like being like, oh, I'm never gonna do it again.
Don't do that. I'm supporting. I'm trying to make it seem like it's lame. I'm supporting that shit.
Nah, that shit is lame. I feel great and perfectly fine, and that's cool. But it is lame to be like, oh, I'm straight edge and base your whole personality on that shit. I think that is lame. Even though, like I said, CM Punk is my favorite wrestler of all time, but that's just lame to me.
I mean, I just feel like, I don't want to say, I feel like lame is the wrong word. I think it's
You're a dweeb.
Positive step I think it's a positive step in the right direction. If you feel like that shit was like having a negative effect on you, I don't think that shit lame at all. If you want to take a break or
that aspect
whatever.
is not lame, but just to be like, oh, I'm better than thou because I don't take a sip or I don't smoke a blunt. It's like, bro, relax.
Nah, CM Punk he might gotta, maybe if he smoke a blunt, he might stop punching on niggas.
He might be a nicer guy. He might. A lot of things won't get to him as much as they used to. Yeah, that I certainly agree with.
But since we're talking about CM Punk and wrestling, I feel like we should go ahead and get into one of our topics.
Well, hold on. Before we get into that, I do want to tell everybody that this is not a podcast centered around hip hop anymore. Of course, we'll talk about hip hop, but I don't want to. I'm retired. I've officially retired. And I want to get into why I retired before we talk about a topic. I have retired from hip hop because, one, hip hop fans seem to think that their opinions weigh over stats and facts. Like Drake said, opinions over statistics, of course. And then on the rapper side, I don't think the rappers are taking it serious anymore either. I mean, the last 2 years we were calling it slow years for hip hop. That's kind of crazy for 2 years straight. And then all of last month, not a single notable or, mid-pack to huge rapper has dropped an album.
21 Savage.
21. That's it.
You know niggas don't drop in January though.
Nigga, I don't care. It's a month. It's a month. It's another month we've gone without hip hop. I'm tired, bro. I'm tired of feeling like I'm the only one that's taking this shit serious.
It's Vultures 2 dropping or Vultures dropping.
The fuck is that?
Kanye and Ty Dolla $ign shit.
Like, again, nobody has dropped and nobody is dropping. And when people do drop, it's a lot of bullshit.
Yeah. Now, me personally, bro, some of my favorite rappers of all time are mainstream artists, Drake, Future, whatever. But the mainstream rap scene, like,
it's died. If it hasn't died yet, it's dying.
It's just not interesting right now. Like, and so I
has it been for the last 2 years besides beef?
I mean, last year was pretty anticlimactic.
Very anticlimactic. The year before, I believe so too.
But I feel like more underground artists. I don't even really like the word underground because it just sounds like so like 2000s, 90s. But like artists that are like still on the come up that aren't mainstream, like I feel like they're carrying music right now, like rap music.
Maybe because those are the artists with the actual passion. See, that's what it seems like. Because it seems like the artists that I'm listening to on the mainstream just lack the passion.
And it's like the mainstream artists is like not all of them, but it's like I don't want to drop for 2 years and I don't want to drop for 3 years and niggas want to starve their fans.
Polo G. He is talking to you.
It's just too much politics and labels trying to shelve. I don't really know what the real problem is, but a lot of niggas are doing it nowadays where they don't want to drop for 2 years, 3 years. And it's like these underground artists, or
even though I'm not begging Meek to drop, but Meek, he's talking about you as well.
Yeah, like, well, yeah, he ain't dropped solo shit in a minute.
Yeah, I'm not begging for a new Meek, but I'm just saying he's in there.
I'm not begging either.
Yeah.
But a lot of upcoming artists, like you'll see they'll drop like 5 tapes a year and shit. So it's like,
Baby Tron.
Why the fuck am I stressing over a new, hate to say it, but like J. Cole album when I could be listening to so and so? They just dropped 4 or 5 projects. Them hoes
Baby
fire.
Tron, Lil Tyler.
Yeah. You know, people who actually drop singles actually feed their fans. Like, and I'm not turning my backs on mainstream, but I can agree it's disappointing.
I don't want to say I'm turning my back because it's technically the major leagues and nobody's ever going to turn their back on a major league thing, but like,
I'm done watching the NBA. I'm only gonna watch what's the junior shit or the D League,
the G League or the Big Three or whatever. Like that's basically what we would be saying. But I mean, I'm just tired. If you're not gonna take it serious, why would I take it serious? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel that. I mean, I'm like I say, I got favorite artists. So I'm always tap in, but it is boring. Like the shit, it ain't really shit going on.
And then when niggas do drop, I'm adding half the songs or less.
Yeah.
Like my album of the year last year, I added 7 songs off of.
That's wild.
That is wild.
Be your album of the year.
Yeah, it's V's.
Should not be your album of the year.
But that should let you know how the landscape of hip hop is. And so I've retired. I'm done talking about it.
Drake carried 2023.
V's carried 2023.
V's and Drake. We had that Her Loss. That was like the whole, even though it dropped last year, like the whole
you're right.
beginning of 2023, we was on that shit.
No, you're right.
Then Fat D dropped, and that motherfucker.
Why didn't you say For All the Dogs? Like knowing what happened yesterday, why didn't you just say For All the Dogs, gang?
For All the Dogs. For All the Dogs dropped. Took over the second half.
Fat D is crazy now in hindsight.
And that is.
At the time, it was crazy. No.
At the time,
it was like an 8 out of 10 crazy. But today, it's a 10 out of 10 crazy.
Why are you 20?
Given context, I didn't want to talk about that, but I'm just gonna give a quick little synopsis. I'm glad I didn't see it. I'm so glad. The only way I found out was watching a Poetic Flacco video. That's how I found out.
Oh yeah, he did do a video about that shit.
And I'm glad I did not see it. So yeah. That's all I have to say on
I'm
the
not
topic.
gonna sit up here and lie. Like the stuff that comes on my timeline, the niggas that I follow, like
I think it's the women you follow,
they're
right?
quoting niggas. Yeah, women's too.
Okay.
But niggas be quoting niggas. Like I don't know if you seen the nigga who chopped his dad's head off like a couple weeks ago.
Fuck no, I did not see
like
that.
on YouTube.
I'm also glad I did not see that, guys.
Like
What the
I got
fuck?
some niggas that I follow. They say wild shit. They quote wild shit. So I did come across the video. I didn't watch it. I kept scrolling, but I can't act like it didn't come across my TL.
I haven't seen a thing. My mind is blank. The only thing I have is my imagination.
I will say this. All you niggas that was on the TL saying crazy shit, wild shit, your fathers, find them. Please.
Nah, Dad should be ashamed for sure. Dad would be ashamed of Son if they read all those comments.
I was seeing some crazy shit.
I seen a dude make a reenactment video. like
some nigga was like,
not with his own thing, but like he had like a, you know how like a vacuum has that suction cup thing?
Yeah.
He had like one of those black things, and he was,
oh yeah,
yeah, that.
I did see that shit. They was cooking that nigga.
At that point, I'm like, yeah, Dad might be ashamed of Son.
Yeah, bro, niggas was showing they true colors yesterday. It was wild.
Yeah, but like I said, I'm just disillusioned with hip hop. I don't want to talk about it every day, guys. So now on, moving forward, what we're gonna cover is whatever we want to talk about. We're just gonna get in here. I told C Young today, I said, come up with 3 topics. I'll come up with 3, and then we'll come in here and we'll talk. But other than that, I just want to talk to my best friend. So that's how this podcast is gonna go from now on. Just me talking to my best friend.
Yes, sir. Same here.
All right, so I guess we can get topics now.
Yeah, I mean, we kind of went off topic, but you want to get into the Vince McMahon shit?
Before we get into Vince, can we talk about something that we disagree on? Because normal times we agree on this show. I think we should just start off with something that we definitely disagree on.
Let's do it.
All right, so The Rock is replacing Cody Rhodes.
Let's do it. I'm finna. All right, yeah. Cool.
I want you to go first because you are the wrestling fan. You called me a casual when we were debating, and I said, actually, if there was a tier below casual, that's me.
Yeah.
So I want you to get into it
There's nothing wrong
first.
with that because I feel like I was a casual, but in the last
I feel
year
like
or two,
casual will be a compliment for me.
yeah.
At this point.
I feel like when you were watching, we were both kind of we covered it, but
we were like experts at that time.
yeah, right. But like after we kind of stopped the show, I was kind of a casual. But then once Triple H came in, I started to become a fan. So let me tell you about this fuck nigga,
The GOAT.
The Rock.
The GOAT.
Now let me start off like this. Let me be real. So when I was a young nigga, matter of fact, I got The Rock's DVD. If I'm not mistaken, I still got his DVD. Like when I was a young nigga, bro, The Rock was one of my
You
favorite
need to pass
wrestlers.
that over, bro, because you don't even need it no more. The way you was talking.
Fuck
the way
that
he was
nigga.
talking
Fuck
on
this nigga.
Sunday,
Fuck
you don't
this
need
nigga.
it.
So I was a Rock fan coming up. Loved the Great One, man. Loved him. You know what I'm saying? When I started watching wrestling, he was already kind of done, but just, you know.
Let me cut you off just for a second. Back in those days, he's kind of seemed more selfless than selfish, actually. Cause he
back in those days?
Yeah, because he let a lot of people, like, get wins on him and get over.
Yeah. Bro was let mankind pin him. Like,
yeah, like, at that time, I think him and Jericho were, like, the most selfless stars at that time.
Triple H too. Well, no, actually no.
No,
No, actually hell no. But he used to put
Maybe
niggas
in
over
the
too.
90s, but towards the early 2000s, fuck no.
Yeah, once 2002 came, it was crazy.
Yeah.
But let me start this out. I fucks with The Rock, bro. Back then, GOAT. Nigga want to go be a movie star. That's cool. I respect it. You know what I'm saying? You came back in 2013. You fucked over my nigga CM Punk, but hey, it's cool. It's cool. You know what I'm saying? We needed that Cena and Rock match. Like we needed that shit. That's cool.
The same way we need. Keep going though.
We'll get there. So this fuck nigga wants to come back and take my young nigga. Well, I guess he not a young nigga. My troop, my soldier, my nigga who been fighting top guy in WWE, busting his ass for 2 years straight. My nigga trying to finish the story. Hashtag finish the story. And this fuck nigga comes back all of a sudden, and now you want the match with Roman Reigns. 51 years old. This nigga Roman finna lose the title. Bro, we have been waiting on this nigga Roman to lose the title for years, and we're finally about to get it. And this fuck nigga wants to come back.
Rock
take my nigga
aside.
spot.
Rock aside, I don't think Roman should lose at Mania this year either because I want him to beat that racist record.
I hear you. But it's not even gonna be the record. Like you're not.
Yes,
gonna
he is. If he makes it to SummerSlam, he can drop it there, and he would have beaten the record.
But you're not gonna beat what's the nigga?
I just want him to beat Hulk Hogan.
What's the nigga?
Bruno Sammartino.
You're not even.
He's not gonna beat that. No. He's not gonna beat that. But he'll be third all time, and he'll beat Hulk Hogan. That's all I care about. He gets ahead of Hulk Hogan. You instantly can slot him ahead of Hulk Hogan in the GOAT list or whatever. That's all I care about.
And I mean this with all respect. That's why I say you're a casual, bro.
No. With all respect, C Young, I'm below a casual. So this is an expert, a loyal fan, a casual, and then me.
Okay.
So I'm below.
So you're not even a fan. So of course, you want Roman Reigns to retain a title. Yeah. We are sick and tired of this nigga. Like we are fed up with this shit. It's the same shit every match.
How are you
Solo Sikoa interferes.
I get that.
Fucking thumb.
I get
every
that.
time.
I get that.
Saving this nigga. Winning. It's the same shit.
But you don't
every
see
time.
him anymore. You don't see him that much anymore.
That's
anyways.
even worse.
So why? How can you be sick and tired of somebody you don't see a lot of?
Bro, let me rephrase that. I fucks with Roman Reigns. He's the GOAT. I'm not sick of him. I still want him. Like I still want him around. But like, bro, you got to come up off the title, bro. I'm sorry. Like, I'm sorry, bro. And if we getting this The Rock and Roman shit, like, bro, he's gonna beat The Rock. And I want to see Cody finish the story. That's just me.
He's gonna finish the story.
I fucks with The Rock.
SummerSlam.
I fucks with The Rock, bro. But like, fam, you could have came back 2021, bro. I went to WrestleMania. No. 2022. I went to WrestleMania, and I had to sit through that garbage ass Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns main event.
Yeah.
Why didn't you come back that year? It was the perfect year.
Though I disagreed with you at that time too.
Last year, 2023. We could have saved the Cody Rhodes shit. You could have came back last year at Hollywood.
Yeah.
What the fuck stopped you from coming back last year?
It actually would have made more sense.
Now WWE's doing the biggest business they've ever done. We just do that. Well, not we. They just got the Netflix deal. They just got SmackDown coming to USA. NXT's going to CW. Like, bro, they're doing big business. We just got Vince. Finally, we finally smoking on that Vince McMahon pack.
Bro, I thought it never happened.
And you want to come back after my nigga won the Royal Rumble and sabotage everything. And now my nigga got to give up the fucking...
Well, to be fair, he wasn't even supposed to win that Rumble. We all know that.
He was, though. They claim Punk wasn't supposed to win.
Okay, I thought Punk was slotted in. I thought he was slotted in. He got injured and that they changed course.
But you know what's crazy about this, though? So the Rumble was like, what, a week ago? Apparently, The Rock signed the contract for the match on like first week of January. So what's going on? Like, what's really going on?
So he actually didn't hold, right?
Well, apparently, from what they're saying,
thank you.
Apparently, from rumors from dirt sheets, we don't know. You know, you gotta take that with a grain of salt. But
especially
apparently,
if it comes from Dave Meltzer.
Yeah, well, different. You know, PW Insider. A lot of people been having a lot of different reports, but like apparently, The Rock, he's on the board for TKO now. You know, he's
before you go. When I heard that it was in his contract for the TKO thing that he had to return to the ring sometime this year.
Now that I don't know, that could be true. I don't know, but
I got that from Solo Monster.
From what I heard, he signed on to do the match. He wants his nigga Brian Gerwitz doing all his creative. And now I've been hearing he's trying to politic to win the match. So like my nigga, you're fucking up all the plans. Like
that's not even the worst part.
Nah, I get both.
That's not the worst part. The worst part is he's trying to take Triple H's job.
He's trying to take Triple H's job.
That's the worst part.
You know, Triple H has kind of been getting some heat over the last couple weeks. You know, he didn't really answer the question when people was asking him about Vince.
Okay. I'll get into that when we get to Vince. Go ahead. Keep going.
Yeah, and, you know, he's been catching a lot of heat. There's been a lot of rumors, like, they're trying to get rid of Vince's guys. People have been saying, like, they're speculating that Triple H knew about any of what was going on, if he was involved in anything. So, you know, it's been a lot of heat and a lot of rumors of, you know, they could potentially, in the future, look at The Rock as one of Triple H's replacements. And I'm not fucking with it, bro. Like, you trying to come back in. We doing big business, bro. We don't need you, bro. We been building towards Cody Rhodes for 2 years, fam. He's supposed to finish the story. And you want to come back and do this bullshit ass match when you're probably going to break your knees like you did 10 years ago against John Cena. I just don't see. No, before you say anything, I get it. You know, it's the big match. Everybody's been waiting on it. Roman Reigns, The Rock, big time main event, biggest match they could do right now. But it's like, bro, what difference does it make? Why can't we wait till next year?
Now let me tell you.
Why does it have to be for the title?
Now let me tell you the difference. For me, I'm tired of watching these manias without mania matches. Growing up, being a WWE fan, we were told that the best wrestlers, the people who did the best all year, were going to be on the card and we're going to get the best matchups.
What the fuck has Rock done all year?
But hold on.
Okay.
But for the past 4 years, we have not got the best matchups. And if the only way I can say we got the best matchups are in the women's division at Mania. All the women's matches are usually a fire-ass matchup.
I can agree.
But
especially last year and the year before that.
Other than that, we not getting fire-ass matchups.
This is not going to be a fire match, though.
No. It's not going to be a fire match,
okay.
but it is a fire matchup on paper. This is the biggest match they can do since Cena and Rock or since Roman and Taker. This is the biggest match, period. I need some marquee matches, especially being lower than a casual. Especially, like, if you're going to bring someone like me in, somebody who quit all this goofy shit to go watch real fighting, if you're going to reel me back in for a night, you kind of need The Rock versus Roman more so than Cody versus Roman.
So when it's over with, what's next?
You do the Cody thing at SummerSlam. Like,
no.
I don't get why y'all...
Why did he win the Rumble then?
And I don't want to say you, but majority of the people that are tweeting, we want Cody, y'all are just bitching. And I haven't seen bitching to this degree in a while.
Nah, you got to understand, though, bro. At the end of the day, this shit's a TV show, bro. If you've been... Imagine you fuck with Menace Society, right?
Oh, that's my top 5 favorite movies of all time.
Imagine if we get all the way to the end, like when this nigga's about to go off to go to school.
He's finna say something crazy, bro.
And then we just put a different whole nigga we ain't seen in the whole movie. We just put him in there, and we don't even see Kane no more. And they be like, "Oh, go watch Menace Society 2 if you want to see what happens."
Why didn't you have these takes when Undertaker came back once a year? Huh? Why don't you fucking tell me that? Nigga. No, back in the day when we were kids, I did hate that nigga too. But
bro, I've never been Undertaker. Well, maybe when I was like a young nigga, bro. But once I got older, bro, like Undertaker, nigga, you was a bum. Goldberg when he came back, bro.
Okay, so this is my thing. I agree with what you're saying with that take.
Jericho needs to retire.
Everybody was dick eating every time Undertaker did his one Mania match every year. Everybody's dick eating. That shit would
be trash. That nigga.
That shit was
damn near can't walk. Breaking bones every time he came back.
After the Brock match, it was curtains.
It should have been. It should have been curtains after that.
Yeah, it was. Well, all the matches after that were trash after the Brock match.
And I'm not mad. Like I am pissed. I'm pissed because it's like, nigga, I don't want to see that shit, bro. Like
I'm just glad you're not bitching all over my TL.
But
that's what I'm glad.
But like, okay, I know we got to do the Rock and Roman Reigns match. My thing is like, bro, we should have been got this shit. Like.
Yes,
we're at the end of the title reign, nigga. Like
that was my take too.
Don't try to come in now and just because you see we doing big business. We don't need you, bro. Like, yeah, Punk and Brock, they were out.
Well, TKO thinks they need him. They did sign him. Sion. TKO thinks they need him.
TKO is lost, man. Triple H brought WWE to the hottest period. Without The Rock, without a lot of niggas, bro.
Why can't Cody finish the story at SummerSlam? Like, why does it have to be WrestleMania? That's my question for real. Like, why does it have to be WrestleMania?
I don't know. I honestly, I can't. I don't have a. Why not Mania though?
But why does it have to be Mania?
Why does Rock and Roman have to be at Mania?
You know what you just did to me? You just did what I do to bitches. When bitches ask me a question and they be like, why this? And I go, why not? That's what you just did to me. That's literally what you just did to me.
Why does Rock and Roman have to be at Mania, though? Why can't that be at SummerSlam?
What the fuck are you talking about?
Why?
I can tell you why, because it's the biggest match that you can do, and Mania is supposed to be the biggest fucking event of the year. That's fucking why, C Young.
But we in the Triple H era, bro. Like, every pay-per-view
yeah, you're right. No,
is on point. Like, I mean...
I've seen pay-per-views where the stadium looks like it is Mania.
Nigga, Backlash was popping. Like, nigga, that hoe was lit. Like... Mania last year wasn't even out. Well, night two wasn't even out.
Isn't an Elimination Chamber supposed to be like a bigger capacity crowd than Mania this year?
70,000, man.
Yeah, so in that sense, you're 100% right. I cannot debate that.
Like,
you are right.
Why does the tribal cheat? Why does it have to be for the title?
And that's why I asked you on Sunday, what makes Mania different from any other pay-per-view then?
I mean...
Because it's supposed to be.
Like, it's supposed to be.
It's supposed to be, but what makes it different now?
Vince got it. got it in all of our heads, everybody growing up, that this was the show.
Yes.
Everything that I booked the whole rest of the year is fucking garbage. But Mania,
This is our WrestleMania.
this is our moment.
I mean, not WrestleMania. This is our Super Bowl.
Right.
It's wrestling Super Bowl.
And I feel like we're just I don't want to say brainwashed, but like we were just conditioned to believe that WrestleMania was the pay-per-view.
But it was, and they haven't treated it that way in the last 4 years. And if you make a match like this, you are treating it at least that way at the highest at the card. Now, I don't know about the other matches, but at the highest part of the card, you are treating it that way as like what it used to be if you booked this match.
I feel that, but what has this nigga done
I agree.
to deserve?
I agree.
You don't wrestle
His
on
past,
Raw. You not
the
finna come to
90s.
Raw. You not finna wrestle. You not finna wrestle on
What he's,
SmackDown.
okay, well, I'll tell you what he's done. And I agree with what you're saying. What you're saying, what you're asking by when you say what he's done, you're saying like, what have you done for me
Slap
lately?
in the face of the fucking locker room, bro.
Fuck that locker room. Most of them are bums anyways.
These niggas busting their ass.
It's just a
every
slap
week.
in the face to Ricochet, who I think is God-given talent. But to Ricochet, like, most of the guys aren't doing shit
I didn't say
anyways.
Ricochet. I didn't say Ricochet.
You said the locker room, but I'm just.
I'm talking about the top niggas. The top
When you
guys.
said that, I thought about Ricochet because he tweeted we want Cody as well. Yeah. But like, anyways, if you do Rock versus, I don't think you can have a Mania marquee match that's not Rock Roman unless you do Rock and Seth.
Nigga, we finishing the story.
That's not a marquee
Fuck
match.
you, mean?
But it's not a marquee match, see.
Nah, I agree with you.
It's just not.
But
and we saw it last year. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, but this year, nigga, Solo, come in that hole with that thumb and see what happened this time, nigga. Go catch a crossroads, nigga. We finishing the story, nigga.
Why can't we finish it? Why can't we finish it at SummerSlam? And by the way, if you finish it at SummerSlam, you create a huge moment at SummerSlam.
He's gonna look like the biggest bum ever. I won the title at SummerSlam. Nobody's gonna watch.
Bro, yes,
People
they
only
are.
gonna watch WrestleMania, bro.
They are gonna watch SummerSlam.
Niggas gonna be like, damn, Roman lost the title? In Survivor, niggas ain't gonna know until
actually,
Survivor
kinda
Series.
right. No, you actually.
Niggas ain't gonna know Roman lost the title till next year's Mania. When they see
You're right.
whoever got it next year, oh,
You kinda
Roman
got
lost the
me.
title? That's why my nigga gotta finish
kinda
the
got
story at Mania, man.
You kind of got me.
And I'm tired of hearing this finish the story shit, honestly. Like, they didn't put this shit
No,
on
I'm
the
tired of hearing
2K24.
hashtag we want Cody.
Niggas had to sign.
Now that 2K shit is why I can agree with you. Because what was the point of making him the cover of 2K if he wasn't going to win the belt this year?
Yeah.
Which I think he still is going to win the belt this year. And
I agree.
confident
We know
he's
he's
gonna
gonna.
walk
We
out.
know he's gonna win the belt eventually.
So why gotta be at WrestleMania?
Because he won the Rumble.
Now that
This
is-
nigga, you mean to tell me
In
this
kayfabe,
nigga
yeah,
won the
that's
Rumble just to go after Seth Rollins?
All right, you gotta stop disrespecting my goat, bro. Or we gonna have to throw hands in here.
What kind of baby face is gonna pick a nigga with a broken leg?
In a broken back,
Like, you just picking the easy pickings.
which is the smarter decision.
But
I mean, yeah.
But I mean,
I don't know.
any final
I'm
thoughts?
confident. My final thoughts is, either way, I'm confident that if Cody was to be the one, that both Roman and Seth were gonna drop the belts.
Right.
But I do just think, bro, just do it at SummerSlam. You do it at SummerSlam, you satisfy me because he beats Hulk Hogan's record, and then you satisfy everybody else. Like, I just want him to beat Hulk Hogan's record.
Let's just
bro.
do it on NXT. Fuck it. Finish the story
Fuck
on NXT.
out of here, dog. You're trolling.
Why did my nigga just
Bro,
pick?
SummerSlam is the second biggest, or it was supposed to be the second biggest show of the year. Why can't they just do it on the second biggest?
At this point, he might as well pick Eli Dragunov. Let my nigga Drew get the Seth match.
Why are you
Rock
a
your
troll,
Roman,
bro?
man.
Why are you fucking trolling, bro? Why are you like this?
Hey man, final thoughts, bro. Rock, you a fake ass oos. You know you wrong for coming back.
Let's talk about that
after
next.
10 years, nigga. And you 50 years old, you gonna take the main event from a young nigga, bro. You know if that happened to you when you was a young nigga, you would be pissed.
All right, so yeah, let's talk about that next. Which one of them is the fake ass oos? I seen your tweet today. Is it Rock or is it Roman? Who is the fake ass oos?
Roman Reigns is definitely a real oos, certified oos.
Okay, now that connects the dots, because when you said that, I was like, is he saying that Rock isn't really in the family, or is he saying Roman isn't really in the family?
Rock a black man. That's what I found out today. He's just a black man. My nigga.
He's Samoan too. Stop. His mom was Samoan, bro. Fucking stop. He came out as Samoan. I'm not even gonna say that.
Niggas,
yeah.
Nigga trying to be ahead of a table. He ain't even part of the family, nigga. Where we doing that
Probably the
at?
head of the table first, by the way. Like, well, I don't know why you.
Y'all got a nigga who ain't even y'all family running y'all family. Like, what we doing? But yeah, Roman, he's a real oos. So I found out today that Roman Reigns and The Rock are not even really blood related. That shit blew my mind.
Okay, hold on. Before we get there, are they both not related to Nia Jax or Rikishi?
So I think Nia Jax is Rock's cousin, but not. I don't think Nia Jax is a part of the family either.
Oh, I thought she was the Usos' cousin too.
Nah, so like how it is The Rock's grandfather, Peter Maivia, he's like blood related with the Usos and Roman Reigns, like grandfathers or whatever, and you know they have their own little fammy tree. But
Peter Maivia isn't his blood.
Yeah, so Peter Maivia, he married The Rock's grandmother, or the word they use.
So I get what you're doing with this technically thing, but given my nuance of my life, which I explained to you before, like my grandpa isn't my blood grandfather. However, was raising my mom since my mom was like 2. And when I was born, he was introduced to me as my grandfather. I didn't even find out that he wasn't my blood grandfather till like senior year of high school.
Right.
So to me, that's always grandpa. Anybody who's his family is my family. So like, I get what you're saying, like the technicality, but they are still cousins in my mind. And on top of that, I met you.
I mean,
I think I met you.
You can call a nigga your cousin all you want. You can.
I think I met you my junior year, your senior year. So 2016 is the first time we ever met. However, I don't think blood could make us any closer. I don't care what nobody says, you're my brother.
Right.
So I don't want to do this technicality shit.
I'm doing the technicality shit, nigga. You want to fuck off the story, nigga? You not a real oos, my boy. And I just found out today, and that's crazy. And I'm going to make it my agenda to let it be known. Let as much as my niggas know who watch wrestling that these niggas
so fucked up, bro.
These niggas are not related. But you're right. No blood couldn't make us any closer.
No, I don't think blood could make us closer.
And honestly, bro, I mean the Samoan stuff, like I'm just talking shit.
And
like,
when we start having kids, our kids are cousins.
Right,
Even
right.
though they aren't blood related, our kids will be cousins. So I don't think blood can make us closer. I don't want to do the technicality shit.
And I'm just talking shit because I mean the Samoan. I don't really
Which
know
I
too much
understand.
about that Samoan shit. Like I from what I was reading, their traditions are a little bit different. I mean, even here we call people that aren't our cousins. But nigga, WWE had me fooled. I thought these niggas were actually blood related. Like this whole time, I thought like, cause like growing up,
cap as fuck when I read your tweet. I was like, this nigga capping.
Growing up, I didn't know that The Rock came from that family, like with Umaga, all that. Like I didn't figure out all that until like in recent years, like when Roman Reigns started. I didn't even know Roman Reigns was like him and Rock. I didn't know that. So like when I found out today that that's not even the case, it's just like,
but it is the case.
I just be getting
I
worked my whole life.
explained to you how it's the case. It is the case.
I mean, it's not really the case though.
It is the case.
Cause I'm really thinking like, damn, these niggas are real life dynasty bloodline family. Like
they are.
I'm really thinking like it's just
Pia
like
Mia is his grandfather. For the same way my grandfather is my grandfather, Pia Mia is his grandfather. We're not gonna do this.
All right, I'm just.
Well,
I'm let it go,
I can't do it. I get you trying to push an agenda and a narrative. I understand if I had the same idea of we want Cody, I probably would be saying the same. But like, just given my history and my nuance of my life, they are cousins.
My on my dad's side, the on my dad's side, who I call my grandfather on his side, he's not blood related to us either. So I get that. I understand that. Like I understand that, but he's still a fake ass oos. He's not a real oos.
I respect that you're doubling down on this. That you're
not a
tripling
real
down
oos.
on it, quadrupling
You're
down
not
on
a
it.
real
I respect that. I totally respect it, honestly.
What you want to get into next though? We spent a lot of time on The Rock, bro.
We did. Next
That's how
is
you know
Vince.
he's a real big star. I can't doubt it.
Next is Vince, I guess, just to keep continuity.
Yeah. All right. So on a darker side of the episode,
extremely darker side.
So Vince McMahon recently stepped down from TKO because Jesus Christ,
We blowing through these.
not for real. That's like
time
the
I
fourth.
did
Yeah. Vince McMahon, former owner of WWE, had to step down from TKO because of a civil lawsuit that just came out. So we have a lady by the name of Janelle Grant. She came out. Her lawsuit just dropped like a week or so ago, with some crazy accusations.
Before we get into that, I have the most scumbag thing to say, and I'm really like disappointed in myself that I think this. And
I might agree with you, but I'm gonna let you rock.
And I am 100% comfortable in saying it, even though I know it's fucked up. I'm the type of guy where y'all not gonna bully me. You're not gonna bully me not to say my thoughts. Like, unless I think it could really jeopardize my life, you ain't gonna bully me to not say my thoughts. My thoughts is, this nigga got an ugly bitch fetish.
Oh, okay, that's not
like this nigga couldn't. First of all, 100%, do not rape anybody. Never. You should not do it.
Right.
You should not sexual traffic. I think rape. First of all, I said this plenty of times publicly. I think rape is the worst crime you could ever do. There's an excuse to murder somebody. Your life can be in danger. Somebody you love life can be in danger. Right. Or hell, I'm a huge person and believe in the concept of revenge. I love the concept of revenge. Most of my favorite movies or comic stories or just TV shows are based off revenge. So I think there are reasons to murder, but there's never a reason to rape somebody.
From the allegations, he's a rapist. From what she's saying,
yes.
from her accusations, if I'm gonna believe everything
and
she's saying,
a sexual trafficker.
Right. So
sorry that I said that, guys.
It was 67 pages. I read all through it. We don't have to go into a deep dive, but I just want to highlight some stuff. So she's accusing him of, raping her several times, not just one time, several times.
That is
sexually
terrible.
assaulting her with John Laurinaitis.
That is terrible.
Together,
that is
being
terrible.
in a group rape.
That is
She's
terrible.
accusing her of him of
vile, evil shit.
So she basically got a free job. Like, this is where it all started. So I don't know how they met, but basically he offered her a job at the WWE headquarters or whatever. But over time, she wasn't really doing any real work. He was just kind of having her around. She was doing some other kind of work, but she wasn't. It was something in there where like other executives were kind of like annoyed because like, why is she like getting this high ass position? What work is she doing? Like, she even said like she wasn't really doing a whole lot of work, and Vince was kind of just controlling her. Like, and on the flip side, I mean, if you read through it, I mean, after a while, it just kind of gets to the point of like, why didn't she just leave? But To add a little context,
to do that too. I hate to do that. Even though I agree with that, I hate to do that as well. But yeah,
I hate to. I don't want to be a victim blamer, but it's like through all this shit, it's like, bro, you could have just quit. You could have.
That's kind of like, what were you wearing? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
right. Which I don't want to do, but like, at a certain point, if you don't like what's going on in your life, change something.
Right.
Which we started off the podcast talking about. I changed something in my life, and now things are going better.
Right.
So if you don't like what's going on in your reality, you got to change something. Why didn't she just stop? Why don't you just block the dude? Go get a job somewhere else.
Right. And we're not excusing what he's saying. We're not trying to say that, just like you said, you shouldn't wear revealing clothes. Yeah, like, we're not saying that, but it's just like, and this, when you read it, it's like, when you read between the lines, it's kind of like, bro.
3 years of this activity?
Yeah, it's like.
You've had a little over 1,000 days to change.
Right. Like, and we're not, like I said, we're not victim blaming. We're not trying to say that. We think Vince is still sick regardless, but it's just like, bro, you could have easily avoided all of this.
I think he's super sick. First of all, you are a terrible person if you rape anyone, but like, you gotta be like below that if you raping ugly bitches, bro.
Yeah, that's.
I'm sorry to take it there, but like,
menace to society regardless, but yeah.
I would like to at least have an inclination of, I get it, he's attracted to her, but like, when I'm seeing these bitches, I'm like, he's attracted to that? Like, and then no offense though, and I'm so sorry that I have to even say that. But those are my thoughts.
No. If you an ugly bitch, we ain't got no love for you. I ain't gonna lie. Well, I don't. C Young don't have no love for no ugly hoes. That was the old me, nigga. Like,
Christian don't either.
That
actually,
was the old me. Like,
ugly hoes are equal to men in my eyes. like, you just get friendship type of love out of me, nigga.
Literally, maybe if that.
Not even that, because I think. I'm not even gonna get into that.
We ain't got no love.
Because then all the girls who I'm friends with, boyfriends, gonna be like, you see, I told you. But
I told you that you need to stop being friends with him.
But hey, all the girls I'm homeboy and homegirl with, they all pretty attracted to me. But I shouldn't have said that probably.
Bro, for the fuck out the friendship. but nah, like, damn, what was I saying? Fuck, what were we talking about?
We were talking about a rapist.
Yeah. So
that's what we're talking about.
So just to add on to like more of what was going on, like, he was using her to like, he's trying to get a former UFC champion to re-sign with the company.
Now, why do we have to do that?
Because they didn't name him. So we don't want to get in trouble.
No. I cannot get in trouble. I really can't. There's only one former UFC champion on that WWE roster. I can't get in trouble.
Okay.
You can't sue me.
Allegedly.
No. I don't gotta do that this time. I know every other time we do the allegedlys, but this time I don't have to do that. Okay, allegedly, according to what she said in that document or whatever, allegedly according to her. But when you say former UFC champion, there's only one. There's two that's ever worked for WWE, but there's only one that came back at that time.
You're right. Brock Lesnar.
Exactly.
So they were alleging that he was using her, trying to get her to, do some things with Brock to get him to re-sign with the company. They were saying that he was using dildos on her and naming the black ones after black wrestlers.
I hate that this is the point where I need to have a snack.
And the white ones
Jesus
after
Christ.
white wrestlers. He was allegedly shitting on her face. Like it's so much crazy shit.
What is that fetish? Now I first heard of that type of fetish when they were referring to like all the rich men in Dubai that would fly women out and then shit on them. But what is the fetish with that? Like, what is that? Like,
I don't know what that was about. I'm hoping. I mean, I hope it. I wish it didn't happen.
Like, I like shitting on people, but verbally.
Right.
That's how I like to shit on people. I like to verbally shit on people. I don't like to literally take a dump on
or visually.
or like I don't like to literally take a dump on a bitch. Like, what is this?
I'm hoping that it was an accident because he is an old man. Maybe he just
No, it wasn't an accident because he went to go take a shower and told her to stay right there. I read that too.
Yeah, he did. He didn't want her to clean herself up.
Yeah, he went to go take a shower and she couldn't, even though she's the one with shit on her, not him.
Yeah, I think ultimately, bro is a sicko. If you ask me, I believe these allegations.
I'm not gonna lie, he brings a bad rap to actual sickos.
Yeah,
like I told you with the casual thing. I said when you called me a casual, I said I'm one level under casual. No, he's one level under sicko. Like he's a dirty bastard.
Yeah, he's a maniac, bro. Like.
Honestly, I haven't been more confident that this man's going to hell. And I don't like to do that. I don't like to wish hell or whatever on other people. But if he gets heaven time, I'm certainly going to heaven. Like,
yeah, and this is just one person. So imagine all the other stories. Imagine all the people who haven't. Right. Imagine the other people that's probably out there that don't feel comfortable sharing this, or maybe you know what I'm saying. Like this is only one person.
Which, by the way. Get your money, but you are ruining all future relationships with people that are like me, because I ain't dating no bitch that got shat on, at least to my knowledge. If you ever got shat on in your life, like real life shat on, just don't even tell me.
Well, first off, Vince likes ugly bitches, so
you're right. But I'm just saying, like anybody that's got shat on, if you tell me some shit like that, I'm instantly turned off and we'll never speak again. So.
Man, these hoes be out here eating ass, man. These hoes is degenerates.
That too. If you're eating man's ass, don't tell me no shit like that, or we will never date. Like, that's some shit that you gotta take to the grave.
Bitches out here dating bums, but want to get mad at you for, we don't even gotta get into that.
Yeah.
But I mean, any final thoughts on the Vince McMahon shit? I mean, it is kind of old topic at this point, but all I can say is I'm glad he stepped down. I'm smoking that Vince McMahon pack, and I wish this shit happened 10 years ago.
My take it, yes. I told you that when we were talking about this just together. That I wish it happened 10 years ago. But a final thought for me is when we were covering wrestling, like we used to cover hip-hop, and now we're no longer doing moving forward.
Mm-hmm.
When we were covering wrestling, I used to say, I don't think it's ever going to happen that Vince is going to step down in our lifetime unless he dies. And it happened in our 20s, so I'm grateful. Even though I don't watch as much anymore, I'm still grateful.
I'm still grateful too, cause shit, I'm an old nigga now. Well, not old nigga, but I'm getting to, we 20, we mid 20s now.
You about 4 years off from old nigga. I'm about 5 years off from old nigga.
Yeah,
so
like we
about there.
Better late than never, but honestly, bro, this Triple H era, bro, like this shit has really gotten my interest back into wrestling. Like before he took over, bro, I was on the verge of like damn near saying like fuck this shit, like this shit's trash. Vince McMahon is fucking trash. Like I don't want to see this. But like Triple H has really done a good job with like bringing back my interest. Like I'm not gonna watch Raw and SmackDown every week. I tap in every maybe every other week or every couple weeks. If I might tap in to watch one segment and then I'll tune out. But overall, just when I do watch the shows fully, like recently, in recent times, bro, so much better, bro. And it's not, it's not perfect. There's still some things that could be worked on, bro, but it's so much better. And then he brings back fucking CM Punk, bro. Like
somebody who he personally hated.
Yes, bro. So, this man is obviously doing what's best for business. Yeah. And, just like we said earlier.
Rock.
that's best for business too. I can't lie.
Yeah, so.
He's doing what's best for business, and I wish he could have had his turn a couple years ago. Cause I mean, honestly, bro, he's got the health problems. Honestly, bro, I feel for him. Like we don't know what the future holds, bro. Bro had a fucking what's it called? The heart defibrillator, bro. Like
Yeah.
we don't, you know what I'm saying? So I wish he could have had his time, a lot sooner and creative, but better late than never, bro. And I'm so glad that Vince is out the shit.
Couldn't have said it better myself, brother. Just before we move on from the wrestling, just one more final thing, because I really want to know. Do The Rock and Triple H have some type of real beef? I mean, you would think no because he's bringing them back, but do they have, like, real beef? Because what type of nigga come try to take another nigga's job when that nigga's doing a perfect job and you have no experience in that field?
You know what I heard too? Kind of crazy you say that because I heard also, how I mentioned earlier that The Rock signed on for his match with Roman Reigns in early January. Mm-hmm. So Triple H, why would you book Cody Rhodes to win the Rumble?
Yeah.
Could it be to sabotage The Rock?
Well,
who knows?
Well, I was watching the Solid Monster podcast Sunday when we were talking about this. Actually, it was what made me bring it up to you. And Solid Monster seems to think that Triple H is the one that's leaking all this information.
Hey, honestly, bro, with a lot of shit that comes out in the dirt sheets, it does seem like a lot of shit is like being leaked from the inside, like on purpose. Like sometimes they're leaking shit that's not true just to throw niggas off. Like so, it could be, but. I mean, we've heard about, The Rock and Triple H having beef
back in the past, but like I didn't know they were still like keeping it up as adults.
Yeah, and it's like, bro, you trying to take a nigga job. It's like, shit, allegedly.
A job that you're not even qualified for.
Literally.
And I'm a Rock fan, but he's not even qualified. If there's a day where Triple H is going to be replaced, the next guy up is HBK. I think
that should be who it is.
So if you want to be next in line, you need to go do something under HBK.
Yeah, nigga, your daughter's already the general manager of NXT. Nigga, you better go shadow HBK.
Oh, by the way, and if it's not HBK, it's gonna be William Regal. Those are the only two choices. So, I mean,
They ain't letting William Regal take over creative though.
They probably not. But if it's not HBK, it's gonna be William Regal, right? Yeah. So.
But I think HBK is more likely of a chance than
I mean, he's running the bottom show. Well, I don't want to call it bottom show, but he's running NXT.
Yeah, and honestly, bro, like I don't watch NXT, but I hear he's doing a really good job. So
I don't watch NXT, but I can guarantee you, out of all bookers in WWE, Vince, Triple H, nobody has signed more baddies than HBK.
Oh no,
nobody.
Oh, no. Shout out Jada. What's her name? Jada Parker.
That is the finest wrestler of all time.
Yeah,
I think I might do that as a video.
That's my favorite women's wrestler already.
Say.
Please get her in the main event of WrestleMania this year.
No, she's too far. This year's crazy. This year's fucking crazy. But yeah, she's
Let her wrestle her damn self. Like Ethan Page.
Next?
Let's get into you want to get into the Adin Ross shit or you want to get into Drake and Meg?
Wait. What was the second thing? Oh, Drake and Meg. Adin Ross.
All right, so over the last week, we've seen Adin Ross get scammed twice on Twitch, live on Twitch.
Who was the second one? Playboi Carti?
Yeah.
All right,
so
go ahead.
the first incident was I'm gonna just explain both of them real quick.
Go ahead.
Like the first incident, 21 Savage, he was on live with 21 Savage. They were playing 2K. Adin Ross kept beating 21 Savage. So then he's like, "Oh, let's play cards. Let's where basically they have playing a game where they had all the cards flipped over." And whoever flips over the highest card, whatever one they flip, that's who wins. So basically, every time
that's a gay ass game to play, by the way. I like to play skill based. Like if I'm going to bet on something, I like to play something that's skill based and not luck. That's literally luck.
I like blackjack, spades. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like shit like that. Couple.
Is that luck? I haven't played blackjack or spades.
Blackjack, it kind of is luck.
Yeah, I don't like luck. It kind of is luck. I don't like, if we're betting money, I don't like luck games. I like to be able to use my skill because you have to be better than me to beat me.
I know you definitely ain't shooting no dice.
No.
Me neither. I ain't gonna lie, I don't even know how to shoot dice. But yeah, so basically they were.
Play a video game for it though.
Yeah, for sure.
Like that's skill based. You literally, you gotta beat me. If you want to take my money, you gotta beat me.
Not to mention these niggas were betting like $200,000 on this shit, like per game.
Yep.
But anyway, Adin kept saying that he kept noticing that 21 Savage every time he would pick a jack or a queen, So then one of Adin Ross's friends off camera noticed that the cars were marked, like they had scratches or whatever on it, like to where you can know which ones is which. So basically 21 Savage got called out for like cheating, you know what I'm saying, over like.
Before you get into the second one, I wonder what type of dumbass niggas are from Atlanta, because this had to work on somebody before.
So here's what he right.
It had to work. If he was comfortable enough to do this on stream, this had to work on somebody before.
Now, if this is fake, this is like the most smoothest shit ever, because what happened was 21 Savage opened up a fresh deck of cards on camera. Allegedly, or he gave them to his homeboy. They swapped them out. And then on camera, you see his homeboy like pointing at him like, oh, well, why Aiden's not looking like, oh, that's the card right there. Like, so if this is all fake, if this is all kayfabe, this is like incredible. But I just don't see what this does for 21 Savage's credibility.
Yeah.
I think he looks like a fucking broke ass nigga in the long run. Even though after that he did post like some cards or some shit like that.
I thought he said he was gonna make it right. That's what you were gonna say.
Yeah, he did say that, and then which I don't know, that could still be a work too. But this nigga posted some cards and some other shit on to sell.
I don't think it's a work, bro. Honestly, don't. And if it is, then I'm a fucking idiot and they got me. But I don't think it's a work, because if you do a work, and like I told you, why not do it with Kai Cenat? And I say this because before that happened, Kai was already on a loss streak. First of all, you know I'm a huge esports fan, Call of Duty League fan. The king of Call of Duty, his name is Scump. I don't know if you ever heard of him. Kai Cenat is trying to hire Scump to coach him on how to get better at COD so he can win a bet. Like literally, Kai Cenat's, like, you know how these guys have like storylines? Kai Cenat's storyline right now is that he's losing bets. Yeah. So if you were going to do this work, I don't see why you would do it with Adin Ross and not Kai Cenat, since he's already 300K in the hole.
Right. And
so then, I don't think it's a work, because you'd pick somebody better. You pick somebody that makes more sense, right? Maybe.
Well, you gotta think, if you scam a nigga like Kai Cenat, it might be more consequences than scamming Adin.
Well, if it's fake and you guys are gonna say it's fake eventually, anyways, then who cares, right?
If that's the case, then yeah, why not Kai Cenat? But
yeah,
I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I don't know too much about them to really go into detail as to why. But because I was gonna say maybe one has more followers, but I mean they're both pretty big.
Well, actually, between the two, they are both the number 1 and number 2 streamer, but the number 1 is Kai.
Is Kai?
Yeah, Kai's number 1 and Aiden's number 2.
Okay. Yeah.
But they're 1 and 2, and they are huge. And I honestly don't get the Kai stuff. I mean, not Kai. I don't get the Adin stuff. I get Kai. I understand why people want to tune in and watch Kai. Adin, I just don't know how he got here. I really don't get how he got here. Not to be a hater, but I don't get how he got here.
I don't really know too much about his come up either. But
I don't get what's entertaining to keep all these people. Like, it's one thing to get the audience, but to keep the audience, I don't get it, bro. I really don't get it.
I don't either. But then also on top of that, I guess a couple days later, he paid Playboi Carti, or he was gonna pay Playboi Carti $2 million.
Hold on, let me hate some more. I don't think Adin Ross is really talented at anything.
Well, apparently he's talented at NBA 2K.
Oh well, yeah, because he's beating the shit out of he's beating the fucking shit out of 21 out of that, taking all his money. So yeah, that. Besides that, I don't really see like what he's good at. He doesn't have profound takes. He doesn't have good takes. I don't listen to him talk and go, oh, this guy might be smarter than me. Let me hear some more of what he has to say. Like, I just don't get there's nothing educational going on. There's nothing entertaining going on. I don't get it, bro. Maybe you gotta be Jewish.
I wish I could tell you.
Maybe I gotta be white or Jewish to understand. But I don't.
It's probably just I don't know. I can't even. I don't even want to begin to guess.
I think Kanye was right. I used to think that if you are white, you're living life on easy mode. But you might be on moderate mode if you're white. If you're Jewish, you're definitely living life on easy mode.
For sure.
Yeah.
But also a couple days later, he was gonna pay Playboi Carti $2 million to come on his stream for a little bit, chit chat.
And was gonna fly him out like he was a bitch.
Yeah, he's gonna send him a jet or
fly him here and back.
Yeah, and I think he's gonna buy him a Ferrari too. He's gonna buy.
All right. Nah, I don't know about that part.
So basically, he gave Carti the million.
Dick eating?
Huh?
Is that dick eating?
I guess
I'm going to fly you here, fly you back, and I'm buying you a Ferrari? Nigga, do that for Ice Spice.
I think he.
No, this is gay.
I think on the back end he probably was gonna make all that back. So I don't know.
He probably was gonna make all of it back, but it's still gay. Do that for Ice Spice, nigga.
Maybe he requested it. I don't know.
Okay,
But
sure.
I don't know. I don't know. But that's just what I heard.
For sure,
But
for sure.
apparently he gave Playboi Carti $1 million on camera.
Mhm.
This nigga came for 5 minutes. He didn't
5
talk
minutes.
about nothing. All
It
he
was
did was
dark as
promote
shit,
his
right?
album. All he did was promote his album and
W for Playboi Carti.
tell people to follow Adin. That's all he did. And then he just fucking left. Like he just dipped.
That's crazy.
Scammer of the year.
If I pay $2 million for you to come on my shit, you got to be there at least for 2 hours. At least.
And at least talk about something. Nigga came in the dark with a mask. Music 2024.
Naming your album music is the lamest shit I ever heard. That's so uncreative.
Well, apparently it's I Am Music.
For somebody who is supposed to be like one of the most creative rappers, now I might not like his music or love his music, but for somebody who is I can recognize as one of the most creative rappers right now, at least as the young generation, I Am Music is a very uncreative album name.
Come on, everybody copies Wayne though. Even Drake.
I don't think it's creative.
Everybody buys Wayne.
You're right, but I don't think it's creative. Like I think you can come up
But
with
what if
something
he
better.
really is music though?
Well, he is music. The way you guys talk about him,
He's music.
you know, the way his fans talk about him, he actually is music.
His fan base is insane.
That's what I'm saying. Like the way his fan base
is
talk.
insane.
And I bet you still won't do 200K first week.
I don't think so either.
So, it's funny.
It'd be cool if he does, but
These fan bases
I
are funny because
they just don't buy music.
Drake's fan base. We used to get bullied for being Drake fans, which I stood on my shit. I never really cared, but we used to get like made fun of and teased, get called Aubrey Angels. But at least we show up when he drop an album. These niggas drop an album, NBA, Youngboy, Carti, and niggas don't show up. Niggas show up for Uzi, but niggas don't show up for these other niggas like they do on Twitter. If you're gonna do all that dick eating, at least listen to the music, bro.
It's not really fair though. Carti ain't dropped.
How's that not
since- He ain't dropped since like 2020.
Yeah, yeah.
He hasn't dropped a single song
Whole Lot
on
of Rap.
DSP since 2020.
But we're both predicting him not to do 200K.
I mean, he didn't. He barely did 100K last
And
year.
but his fans talk about him like he is the greatest vampire of all time. Like Dracula.
He
don't got
might
shit
be
on
the
him.
greatest vampire of all time.
I don't know. That Twilight nigga might got him beat.
Fuck that nigga, man. Fuck him.
The greatest vampire of all time is Batman.
Batman's a vampire.
Nah, but he's a bat and a man, which are
Did
vampires.
Batman make a whole lot of red?
Fuck out of
As
here.
far as I
nigga.
know, he beating up my nigga Joker. I don't fuck with that.
Fuck out of here. Nigga.
I don't fuck with that. Like, you gonna whoop on my nigga Joker, nigga?
Fuck out of here. Nigga said that Batman make a whole lot of red.
Did Batman make Dilate, nigga? I don't think so.
Dilate is hard.
But yeah, he scammed Adin. Do
Nah,
we
he
think
really
that's real?
didn't.
Do we think that's
He
real
actually-
too, or do we think that's fake too?
He technically didn't scam Adin. I mean, if Adin didn't say you got to come on here for a certain duration of time.
I think he did.
Oh damn!
I think he
scammed
said
him.
they were supposed to. I don't know. But
Because if he said I'm paying you to come on my show, well then dude did come on the show
Right.
just for 5 minutes. So I mean, I don't know. I feel like Playboi Carti is less of a scammer than 21, at the very least.
I don't know. 21 called and was like 2 million. He was
Yeah, I
like,
seen that.
It's like, damn, bro.
But he trying to take that off himself. He trying to take that off
Nah,
himself.
nigga, we
but-
know you still.
Yeah, you still scammed the same
some
guy,
grimy
buddy.
shit.
Not only did you scam someone, but you scammed that same guy that Playboi Carti did. So you cannot make a comment, brother. Which I'm not mad at.
21 is low key worse. He thought he was gonna get away with that shit.
Which I'm not mad at. Little white boy that only wants to participate in the culture whenever it's time to, get on stream. Dang.
Mark Cards is crazy, bro. Like, how do you think nobody's gonna notice that, bro? I want to see what they look like.
And that's why I said there's some dumb niggas in Atlanta because this had to work on somebody. Like you're not comfortable. Like, so what I do is, why am I giving up my game? I'm gonna do it anyways. I'm so transparent. I guess the sober got me acting crazy.
Oh no.
I'm so transparent, bro. So the girls that I think are like 8s or high 7s, I practice my pickup lines on. And if it works, I use that on the super baddies. I use that on the 9s and the 10s. So I'm saying that to say, if you were comfortable that this is gonna work, you had to have used it before. Like you've had to practice this before.
I bet mad niggas from Atlanta was watching that stream like, that's what that fuck nigga did.
Yes. That's exactly what I'm saying. It's exactly what I'm
Nigga
saying.
got me out of 10,000.
It's exactly.
Kill him.
That's exactly what I'm saying. Yeah. Yo, what's next? Drake and Meg, and then we close or what?
Yeah, let's do that. Shout out 21 too. He went #1 with his new album.
Was it good? Did you like it? I still haven't listened to it. Did you like it?
It's pretty good. I feel like it got better over time, but I mean, it's not his best work at all by any means to me. But yeah, let's get into Meg and Drake before we get out of here.
Okay, so for the final segment or final topic, I meant to say, people are reporting that Megan dissed Drake. So I'm gonna read the lyrics to you. All these little, first of all. So the first five words is all these little rap niggas. All these little rap niggas. Before I even read the rest, Drake is the biggest rap nigga. What the fuck is she talking about? No, this ain't even about Drake.
The rap nigga.
All these little rap niggas. This is the biggest rapper in history, right? Like literally. Like I'm not even trying to dick eat her. This is literally the biggest rapper in history.
Right.
Like.
But I mean, she is tall though, so maybe she meant literally. Maybe she's taller than him.
Too.
Maybe she's taller than him.
Maybe. I doubt it. Maybe they're the same height.
Potentially.
They're probably both like 6'1", 6'2", if I had to take a guess.
I mean that wagon she got definitely probably way more than Drake.
Okay, all right. All these little rap niggas so fraud. Zen XB, they hardest bars. These niggas hate on BBLs and be walking around with the same scars. I don't even know why I did her little ad-lib right there. Real curvy, no edging. Niggas fight to get in my section. Don't speak on my body count if the dick ain't worth coming back for seconds. Cosplay gangsters, fake ass accent. Oh yeah, she talking about Drake. I don't even need to finish. I don't even need to finish. She talking about Drake. Like no, it's understood.
Keep going. I hear some of that.
Okay. Where was I? Cosplay gangsters, fake ass accents. Posted in another nigga's hood like a bitch. Where you from? Question mark. Posted in another nigga's hood like a bad bitch. Where you from?
Did she flame Drake?
Whose hood was he posted in? Yes, she flamed Drake, but whose hood was he posted in?
I don't know.
Everybody's?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Almost all his homies, I guess. Like,
I mean,
because I know he was really close with Meek at one point. And
Meek, Durk,
everybody's.
Literally every rapper he fucks with.
Yeah, maybe everybody's.
He fucks with all the street rappers.
21, maybe
heavily.
Okay,
so,
yeah.
Nigga was just with Fivio last week.
So. Meg, I can't really put a pinpoint on who you're talking about, but I think you might be right on that one. I think almost every rapper he's cool with, he's probably been in their hood hanging out. So I guess we can go line by line.
Did she eat?
No, she went crazy, bro.
She went crazy, you think so?
I just read it. What the fuck? I'm bleeding. I just read it, and I made it sound so corny and so terrible, but no, she went crazy.
Is that the his song?
I don't know which song this is. I'm reading it from Academics, and he didn't tell me what song, but
if that's the one, she just went #1, which is crazy. Solo #1 hit in 2024.
Here's my thing, and I do want to cover this bar for bar in a second, but here's my thing. You are going at arguably the greatest rapper of all time, and arguably the greatest women's rapper of all time. That cannot be a smart decision. Like that's either a genius decision, or it's a retarded decision.
Let me shoot Meg some bell though, because you gotta think, bro. Like he dissed her first, so she's just doing what a rapper should do and getting in the booth and responding.
But okay, if you're gonna take on the greatest rapper, you don't do that while you're taking on the greatest women's rapper at the same time. Like you're battling the greatest male rapper and the greatest women's rapper at the same time.
Cardi
and
B
by
got
the
an
way,
issue with her?
They're close
Cardi
friends.
B got issues with Meg.
Do you want to fight? And I love Cardi B. By the way, she's the greatest rapper. She's the greatest women's rapper today. Like on today, if we're doing a women's rapper tier list pound for pound or whatever, or bar for bar, I would say Cardi B's #1. I got you with that. But ever, it is Nicki Minaj, and stop fucking playing. And ever for males, it's Lil Wayne or Drake. So bro, this doesn't seem like a smart decision. It's either a genius decision or it's a retarded decision. No in between. Like no in between.
I mean, what is he gonna do? Diss her back? He already dissed her. And when he dissed her, all the bitches was mad at him.
Super shit on her.
When he dissed her the first time, all the hoes was getting on him, talking about he victim blaming. I think bro should leave this alone, honestly.
You really do?
I think he should leave it alone.
I think. Okay, so here's my take.
I mean, clearly she didn't lie about getting
Here's my
shot.
take. You should never argue with bad bitches, no matter if they're famous or not, because you always look like the dweeb. Even if you're in the right. I've seen guys, getting full arguments with bad bitches, and even if he's right, I'm still taking the bad bitch side because she fine as fuck. Like, you just never look, you just don't look good arguing with fine women.
Yeah.
You got to ugly with some,
I think
get some ugly bitches to argue
It does come off as lame. I can't disagree with
Yeah.
that. Especially with the shit where he was like, he don't perform work no more. It's like, come on, bro. Like,
why did you put that in your set list?
yeah.
Like, what
and
was
then
the point
Fear
of that?
of Heights, bro. Like,
No.
Because I didn't even know.
Fire.
It's fire, but I'm saying, like, why, bro?
I tweet that damn near every month.
She's married. She's moved
No,
on.
fire.
Like, why are you dissing the bitch, bro? Like,
I understand. There's some bitches that I'm not 100% over, and I would probably diss them too.
Yeah.
If I seen their new nigga and their new nigga can't compete with me. Which, actually, you know what? I'm so transparent today. There was a bitch that curved me last year, and I saw her new nigga yesterday, and I totally laughed. No, like, I dead ass laughed because I know he can't fuck with me in the look department.
Man, I laugh all day.
So, I understand what he's talking about, what Drake's going through there. And it's Rihanna, so that's like one of the baddest bitches of all time. And that bar's fire, bro. I tweet that shit almost like every month. I'm anti, and the sex with you was average. I tweet that almost every month.
Do you think that A$AP Rocky's gonna press bro? Is he gonna tap his shoulder?
Maybe in real life, but he ain't gonna do it on a bar. When was the last time that nigga rapped? Testing? When was that?
2014? Oh,
and before that, before Testing, it was like 2014. Yeah. So
bro scared to even drop an album, so we probably right about that one.
Yeah. But then again, and by the way, as a fight fan, the buffer guy does not always win. Hold on. So even though what I'm about to say, like I said, as a real fight fan and watching fights, the buffer guy does not always win the fight, and it's typically believed that the buffer guy wins, but no, the one who can throw their arms and with better motion is going to win, because you can throw it faster and more efficiently than the buff guy who can barely even like tie his shoes. So I don't want to act like being buff is everything, but Drake's the buffer guy.
And to piggyback on that, we seen A$AP Rocky beat a nigga ass on camera.
Yes.
We seen A$AP Rocky down to shoot a nigga, allegedly. So,
allegedly. Yes. But I mean,
hey,
Drake's the buffer guy. I don't know if he wants that problems. But like I said,
who
that
you
don't
taking
mean
in the
anything.
fight, a Bronx nigga or the Canadian nigga? Who we've never seen stand on business ever. Didn't he get pissed on, allegedly, by T.I.'s homeboy and didn't do shit about that?
Now, I get what you're saying here, but I don't want to do that because
That's my goal. I'm just saying.
Third greatest fighter, in my opinion, is from Canada. And that is George St. Pierre.
Touche.
So, I don't want to
I
do
fuck with George St. Pierre, too. I know about that boy. I used
Yeah.
to pick him on UFC.
Yes.
Superman punches shit. Yeah, I fuck with bro.
In my opinion, that is the third or fourth greatest fighter of all time. So,
I didn't know he's Canadian.
yes, Canadian. And
Nah,
from the same city.
Drake, I ain't gonna doubt Drake. He
From the same city too, I believe. Actually, no.
Toronto?
Rival cities, because I think George St. Pierre's from Ontario and Drake's from Toronto,
Okay.
and I think those are like rival cities in Canada. But yeah. I don't want to do that. But just to play around. Before I was a combat sports fan, I would have said the Bronx dude, for sure. For sure, the Bronx dude probably stumps that nigga out.
Man.
Remember that time? Who was it? Was it YB in the mirror or was it Almighty J? They was beating that nigga up and down the street, like literally beating that nigga up and down the street. Do you remember
I
that?
think that was Almighty J.
It was
Or
one
that
of
was
them.
Jay Critch.
Was it Jay Critch?
Yeah.
No. It was
Almighty
one of the
J
YBN
got
niggas.
why?
They was beating this nigga up
Almighty
and down the street.
J, I know he got fucking cut. They like cut his face on some shit and he got his ass beat too. But
No, I saw a video. They was beating this nigga up.
I don't think Namir ever took an L on camera though.
Okay, I don't know.
Ironically,
one of these niggas that we just discussed was getting their ass whooped up and down the street, and I remember seeing it on Twitter. So, and that was in New York, in the New York area.
yeah,
so
it's Almighty J then. Yeah, I remember that shit.
So yeah,
I ain't heard from that nigga since.
Yeah, so I think you're right to think that the Bronx nigga, like, just a casual take. Yeah, that's pretty correct.
Before we get out of here though, I just want to say, the Fort Worth rap goat is free. Go yeah.
When did you get locked up? Go Yayo.
Well.
I didn't know. I was like, I didn't know
The
you was
other,
locked up.
the
bro.
other Fort Worth rap goat.
Okay, for sure.
the
Yayo,
other.
hey, Go Yayo got his song in no fucking video game. I'm just saying.
Hey, he didn't. I can't say he did, but he's free now after fucking being released and then going back twice. Like, I don't know what type of whole shit the
So he's
police
released
was on.
today?
I think like a couple of days ago.
Okay.
And
they didn't bring him back? They didn't, catch him again?
No, he's free now. He's a free man now. So look forward to see what's gonna happen. If he's gonna drop some new shit, what's the momentum's gonna look like. I'm looking forward to it because honestly, I feel like since he went and got locked up, Fort Worth rap completely died. If you ask me, of course, me and my boy, me and Darren, we've been doing our thing. But as far as like on a local level, like
I was gonna say, I don't know any other Fort Worth artists that have their song in a major video game besides you and Darian.
Yeah, me and bro, we on some national shit. You know what I'm saying? We on some national shit.
Yes.
But on a local level, I honestly feel like Fort Worth music scene kind of just died after bro got locked up. Everybody started getting locked up. So I'm looking forward to see, what happens now.
I am too. And before we get out of here, I just want to say shout out to Kyrie B, since we're talking about Fort Worth rap scene. That man works super hard, and his work ethic is kind of contagious. Just seeing him go crazy on Instagram every day makes me want to work harder in my craft. Yeah, so shout out to Kyrie.
Shout out him. Shout out my boy Tajay too. He be putting in work as well. Like saying that's one of the artists I follow. He's every day I see him posting his clips and you know what I'm saying, doing interviews and shit. And I went to high school with bro, like, so I already know the beginning. Me and bro used to rap together. We have songs together. So it's cool to see like, people or just people in the city doing their thing. Demont doing his thing.
Yeah, I was also gonna say shout out to Demont. I see you producing somebody else's podcast, nigga, and not ours.
Yeah, what's up with that? What's up with that, man?
And y'all ain't invited me on. I'm like the #1 podcaster in the city, bro. I don't know. I mean, probably not views wise, but if we go content for content, I am the best podcaster.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna cap. Like, a lot of people like to boost their friends, and that's cool. That's what you should do. But honestly, I edit this man's podcast like a lot. I've seen every episode. Like, that shit's fire. Like, you have a way of making shit. Even if like the person you're interviewing, like, we may not know who they are, we may not be interested. Like, you have a way of making that shit interesting, like of making somebody
cheered up. Oh my
like
gosh,
having all the questions is like that shit fire. That shit is fire. So like,
I appreciate that.
Honestly, I am gonna say like bro is #1 if you ask me. Like, I don't care who has the most views. Yeah. Cause I mean, really he should. Cause like he really knows what the fuck he's doing. Like, when I'm watching that shit, it feel like I'm watching like academics or like it could be like niggas on there like with the UFC shit. Like, no disrespect, but like I'm not into like the Bellator fighting, like, with the local fighters and stuff. Like, I'm not into fighting, but like watching their interviews, I'm like, damn, like these are like really interesting, cool people. Like, I feel like you have a way of bringing out like interesting shit out of people, bro. So salute.
You
for
just
sure.
made my eyes a little watery, but I really appreciate that.
Can't do that on camera, but
that really touched my soul.
For real.
I really appreciate that because I really admire you too and your work ethic. Damn it, I'm finna cry.
Nah, man. Hey, man. Brother shit, man. Hey, man.
Hold on, bro. I can't even open my eyes. I'm really finna cry.
Hey, man. For real.
Thank you, though.
Like, I edit that shit every episode. Like, nigga, I know that shit. Like, it be some episodes, like, I'll see at the beginning, I'll be like, damn, like with the fighters and stuff, I'm like, I ain't gonna really know too much about this, but like, I'm really going through. I'm like, damn, these niggas you make that shit interesting, bro. For real.
You.
But just to end the topic, bro, Darren, you gotta get us on whatever you working with. You gotta.
You was already on there, nigga. I would have come on.
What was I on? Oh,
yeah.
What do you mean by that? So that's actually Keys. Shout out to her too. My homegirl Keys. So she that's her show. That's actually her show. Mm-hmm. Darian, he produces it, but she's really dope. I think she's also somebody who in the city who is as far as like on some journalistic shit, really doing cool things, bro. Like,
yeah, I like seeing her clips. I'm jealous of her because I want my fucking producer back. I want my producer back. But yeah, it's beautiful. And actually, you know what? We don't need. I mean, Darian, we would love to have you back, but we don't need Darian. If anybody's out there that wants to be a producer, any kids that are young that want to learn how to be a producer, I can teach you, and I would love for you to produce our show because I'm tired of standing up and restarting the cameras.
No, for real. We do need a producer.
We need a producer so bad. I'm tired of standing up and restarting. But
we need your boy,
Matthew. Yeah, man. I wish he lives in Oklahoma.
That episode was so like I'll go back and watch like. Not to like watch the whole thing, but like just to see like all the camera cuts and shit. Like, I'm just like, damn. Like, if we could figure out how to get the equipment and do shit like that, which we probably would still need another person, cause
to run it.
Yeah, but man, like that man's talented too. Like,
Yeah, Matthew is very talented.
Mm.
Matthew is actually the one who made me start doing content creation. Matthew used to do like hella YouTube videos in high school, and
that's fire.
inspired me to do content creation. But yeah, I really do appreciate you for those words that you said,
No, real
and because everything you just said, I believe 100% myself, and I really do think I'm the best. I'm the fucking best.
I do too.
I'm the most entertaining.
I've seen a lot of. I ain't gonna say no names, but I've seen other people's podcasts out here or in Dallas, who interview like artists and shit. And they. I mean, it's cool, but I don't know. I feel like a good interviewer, bro. Like you can make a good interview with. I mean, some people just you can't. You know, it's like pulling teeth. But like,
Yes.
if you're really good at what you're doing, bro, you're not. The topics ain't what's gonna carry the conversation. It's about the interviewer. Like, what questions are you asking? How are you responding to questions? What conversations you're making? Like that to me, that's what makes great interviews, and I just don't see a lot of that. Like, and I'm tapped in with all the blogs. Like I'm tapping all that shit. So,
Yep.
truthfully.
And if you want to get it, my damn the fucking camera. And if anybody else is doing interviews and they just want a little bit of advice, I'm saying, I'm not fucking DJ Academics. I'm not Charlemagne yet. But if you want some advice, get rid of your niche. You only need a niche when you're starting. Your first couple of episodes, you need a niche topic or whatever that you're going to talk about every episode, which we used to have hip hop and wrestling. After a while, get rid of your niche. Just be open to new things. Be open enough to talk to new people. And yeah, just get rid of the niche. Throw the niche out and talk about anything.
Hey, you can't go wrong with that.
Yep.
Just before we get out of here, I just want to say 2024, I'm back in the stew.
Let's go.
I was gonna stop. I was gonna retire. I retired.
Are you gonna do my idea? Because you really blew me off. You didn't even say yes or no.
No. I'm gonna do that shit.
Okay.
Shit. I don't know when. But I'm gonna do that shit.
Okay.
But I'm back in the booth. I ain't gonna lie. I thought I was gonna retire after my last tape. Like I just really had no interest in music anymore.
Nigga gets his song in a video game and thinks about retiring.
I just my passion wasn't in it. But
Yeah,
I honestly had to sit down and just really think. Like I have to
Burn
change.
out, right?
Yeah, I have to
experienced
change a lot of my thinking. Like I'm always thinking of it like on some business shit. I have to go back to art, like looking at it from art perspective, and that's what I'm doing this year. So I'm back in the booth. We finna start working on For the Funk 2 as well, but I'm gonna be working on a mixtape fairly soon. Like I'm trying to drop like multiple times this year, so you know.
Can't wait to see what you do next. I always tell you that. After every album, after every year is over, I always tell you I can't wait to see what you do next. Like I said, all of my friends, I mean, they're my friends, but a lot of y'all are really good inspirations for me and keep me motivated moving forward.
Agreed. All my friends too. Facts. All of y'all.
Yeah. So this is two. It got really emotional at the end. I'm so sorry, guys, if you saw my tears drop.
We can edit that if you want.
Fuck you. We don't have to. We don't have to.
It's cool,
But
it's cool.
yeah, man. Yeah. Oh, like I said, burnout is real. That's what I wanted to talk about really fast before we left. Burnout is real, so don't overwork yourself because I understand. Like I was going too hard on podcasting. Like as soon as I got the studio, I was going too hard, and I had to take half of December and half of January off. I just had to do it. I remember I said I was going to take a break, and then you said why, and I was like, no, I'm fucking cap. No, I really needed that break, and it's really helped.
Yeah, sometimes that's all you need, bro. Like, even if it's your passion, sometimes if you lose that, you know, sometimes a break is really all you need to, you know, get back in that mode. And honestly, to me, sometimes it be the little things. Like, I'll look at somebody on Instagram, like a girl or like one of my friends I see that's like maybe starting to rap or like that shit inspires me. Like, real shit. Like, even though I've been doing this shit, like I'll see somebody coming up and they dropping stuff and I'm like, damn. I remember when I was trying to drop music at first, and then it's like, damn, I need to get in the booth. So, it's crazy what niggas can get inspiration from, cause I be getting inspiration from the most random shit.
Yeah, certainly, same. Well, I have nothing else to say. I'm ready to close if you are.
I'm ready to. It's been a long episode.
It has been a long episode.
Niggas
I think
gonna be mad. We started off with wrestling. Hey, it is what it is.
Hey, I told y'all to start off with, hey, we don't have a niche anymore, bro. We're not talking about hip hop. I mean, we're gonna talk about hip hop, but it's not gonna be the only thing we talk about. And we both are wrestling fans. Well, he's a wrestling fan, and I'm a wrestling below casual.
I ain't gonna lie. I know we supposed to be rapping, but like it just seems like wrestling is like when they say we're in they're hotter than they ever been. It really does feel like that because like a couple years ago I would look at like wrestling tweets. They would barely get 1,000 likes. Like nowadays, bro, it'll be a clip from Raw within a day, 10K likes. Like,
okay, so it's hotter than it's ever been in our lifetime, but the 90s it's still better because they were getting like multi-million views. Like they were getting fucking NFL numbers or NBA numbers.
Right, but I mean, it's just different times.
And the way people used to talk about wrestling, they used to say that you couldn't walk down the street without seeing a Stone Cold
like
shirt.
a wrestling tee, yeah. I wish I lived through those times.
So I would say, as far as our lifetime, it is certainly the biggest it's ever been, and it's probably it's probably like the second or third. So, which is still pretty good.
And it could only get bigger. So,
yeah, it can only get it's. I can tell you for sure, without a doubt, it's the most lucrative it's ever been.
Man,
it's more money in it now than ever. But
I want a job with them niggas, man.
You deserve
Trying to get some money with y'all, man.
You deserve it.
What the fuck?
What would you want to do?
They have so many fucking. It seems like they have so many jobs there. Like me personally, though, I would want to do like.
You know what? No, I'm gonna cut you off.
I don't know if I want to be on screen.
I always cut you off. This is my job. I always cut you off. Let me cut you off one more time before we get out of here. I do pre and post fight interviews for fighting. I would like to do that for wrestling too. If I do find a way to do it for wrestling, you should come with me.
Man, I would get in where I fit in, man.
Yeah, you should come.
I should have been looking into that shit because I think there is a wrestling company out here. Like I forgot what it's called.
I've seen it like 2 or 3, but yeah, I'm gonna send if I find one and I really commit to it, I'm gonna send them over some of my footage that I do for boxing. And I would love to do the same for wrestling. And when I do it, I'm going to try to bring you with me because I know you love it more than me.
Yeah, I'm down.
For sure. Well, that's literally all I have to say. Whatever else you want to say, get it out. I'm not going to cut you out. Cut you off.
Did you ask me? You asked me something, right?
I don't fucking know. I've stopped smoking weed, but I still have the short-term memory loss.
I feel like I'm cursed with that shit.
Yeah, I still have the short-term memory loss that it provides.
Yeah, I don't even remember. We can rap.
All right.
It wasn't that important if I can't remember that shit anyway.
That's what I be saying too. All right, I'm Count Christian.
See ya.
And this was a very special and emotional episode at the end. I appreciate him for all his kind words. And I appreciate all of you if you're still watching at this point. Peace.